Hello everyone and welcome to the Tek Torrent Podcast. This is episode number 60 of the year. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for everyone that's joining tonight. We got some interesting topics today. We're going to finish up our Ubiquity Rack. It's fully installed and operational. I'm going to work out a few bugs. I'm going to go on over some of the issues I've had with the Ubiquity camera system. This is AI 360 right here, one of the really nice ones. This is the AI Professional right here. The 360 is already installed, which I'll be talking about a little bit later. And of course, we're going to be talking about Apple's new AirPods. These are their old ones. This is their new ones. Get to that and all that and more in today's podcast. Who we got here today? We got Soul7 says, listening, just making a sandwich. Does that mean you're home right now? Or are you making a sandwich at your place of work, huh? Another thing I want to talk about is a heat shrink on cables, and this is pretty exciting, pretty cool stuff. It's all possible with this monstrosity right here. And in a moment, we're going to go downstairs into the basement of the studio and check out the network rack and how it's installed. And you guys can make fun of my cable management. I'm probably not going to get those cables settled in until next year, honestly, because guess what? I got approved for my solar loan. That means we're going to get that process started. The roof's going to get torn up. A new roof's going to go on. It's going to be a lot of work, and I'm gonna probably want to route those cables a little bit more efficiently then, since I know how, more or less how everything's going to be. Chimney's coming out. Can have a straight shot from the basement all the way up into the third floor to the attic. So that's going to be pretty cool to put a conduit in there to get some cables up there. All right, guys. If you are watching this, make sure to hit that like button. We're going to go over to the top cam here and take a look at some stuff. You know, if I turn the top cam on, that would probably help, right? It doesn't seem to be very happy right now. Let me turn that back. There we go. So we got power. And our top cam remote has disappeared. I was literally just using it. Well, I'll just hold everything close when that time comes. All right. Table looks kind of messy, and that's kind of by design. So, this is that device I was talking about a little bit ago. This is the 10 gigabit network card right here. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of high speed on that. This right here, excuse me. This right here is just a box with AI 360. It is already installed. That's a special tool to help you remove the lens. And that's the bubble lens right there. That's allegedly supposed to be more tamper resistant, and it goes on the unit if it's going in an outdoor environment. I have it mounted temporarily outside, and it works pretty good. The quality is not that great, being that it is a 360 camera, but I mean, it works pretty decently for what it is. Let's see here. So, this is the AI Professional camera right here. You can see I already have it open because I was doing some testing earlier. And this is how it looks when you get it, just like that. There's the camera. And what's different about this one, the Ubiquity's black cameras, because you see this is also a AI 360. See right here, that's the AI 360. What AI stands for? It means that the cameras cost more, and that they come in black. Just joking, guys. That's what it seems like, though. So allegedly, there's a lot of features that have not been enabled yet by Ubiquity, which is somewhat frustrating. But you know, they're kind of expensive. But they allegedly have something different that allows them to do more AI features. Now, I haven't opened them up yet to see if the hardware is actually different, because reading from the specs list, the cameras seem almost identical. Allegedly, this could read license plates, track people better, and have better detections and stuff like that. Teaspoon Miner says, love the color-coordinated manicure. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you like that? You like the manicure that's starting to chip and fall off? Yeah, I got this done almost a month ago, and it's coming off, though. Those are my colors for the channel, for my logo, for the purple fish, if you guys don't know. So yeah, that's the camera, and I'm still working out where I'm going to put that. I think I'm going to replace the one in my driveway with that. Getting on to the next thing, By the way, welcome Teaspoon Miner and anyone else that is watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Next thing I want to talk about is this label maker. You might be going, Shinji, why do you care so much about a label maker? Well, let me show you guys what this baby can do. So I'm not going to do a live demonstration because I am just not set up for that yet. But you can see that the heat shrink is on this cable right here. And this is a piece of Cat6a Ethernet cable. See, I can make a really big label like that, heat shrink it right on, right? And I did get this special heat gun. It's tiny, portable, not that powerful, but I don't need it to be. I could put it right in here and it will help the heat get diverted right around to help shrink that tube. And they come in little pieces like this, just like that right there, right? So the way this works, we got our label maker right here. I'm gonna turn that on. And you can see, like, I've been printing some labels for the cameras, right? Well, what I have in here is quite special. Let me take the cartridge out and show you. This right here is the Epson PX series, and this is the PX900. And this is the 6 millimeter or 1/4 inch shrink tube. That means that's the starting size, and this, I believe, has a factor of 3, meaning it could shrink all the way down to 1/3 of a 1/4 of an inch, or 1/3 of 6 millimeters, which is 2 millimeters. So it can get pretty darn small. And the way this system works, right? So on the back here, I know this looks like nothing, right? But right here where all these dots and holes are, well, if you look very carefully on the machine, you see there's like little pins right there, right in that section, that little gray pin and those other pins. Those are actually sensors, and depending on how they're pressed and where they're pressed, will communicate to the machine what type of cartridge it is. So it will, if I put this in right now, okay, it knows up here that it is in fact heat shrink tubing, heat shrink labels, okay? It knows that already. I don't have to program it, it just knows because of the little coating on the back, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to print out a bunch of labels, which I already did. Let me show you some right here. So these are some of the labels that I've printed out, and you can kind of see what kind of cameras I got going right now. I got a camera in the basement, got a camera on the driveway, got a front lawn camera, and that is that's temporarily set up right now. It's just a cable running across the floor because I have not figured out exactly how I'm going to route that cable. It's just in a weird part of the house where I don't want to have to be drilling through like 2 different walls, but if they do the roof, I'll have access to a lot of things, so I might try to lay the cable down then. Soul7 says Parmislev? Am I saying that incorrect, or am I just like having a stroke here? I think he said permissive or something like that. Let's see here, let's transition on over. So yeah, we got this label maker, and it's pretty cool. I could do all sorts of labels with it. The shrink tube onto the cable is pretty convenient because you know this ain't gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna get snagged as you move it around through little tight holes or anything like that, or you're pulling it through conduit or tubes or pipes. It won't get snagged, it won't rip off the label, and you'll always know what it is. The next thing I want to talk about, which is something that's exciting to me, but may not be to you guys, which I get, is Apple's new AirPod Pro 2 Generation 2 USB-C. I believe that is the full title. So this has a little bit of smudging on it because I've been using this for over a year. Okay, so this is the original AirPods, right? So this is the original AirPod Pro 2s, specifically, not the ones, this is the 2s, okay? And you can see right there, that, my friends, is in fact a lightning port. But I have something over here as well. Look at that. That's a USB-C port, my friends. These are the AirPods that you know and love, and we got the MKBHD skin on there. This is the D brand case, okay? These are the AirPods that you know and love, but the only difference is one of them has a USB-C connection, and this also has a neat little trick on it that the others don't, but Apple has not really revealed what that is yet. Makes that satisfying click. So yeah, I just got this probably a few days ago, and I've been using it every day at work. It is nice to have one cable for all your devices. That is something I really do enjoy. Not having to carry around a lightning cable all the time. Obviously the phone is still a lightning cable, but if everything goes according to plan, I'll have the 15 Pro Max in about 2 months. They're a little bit delayed. It's gonna be a little bit before they come out in stock. I'm doing this little trick where I buy a 11 Pro, okay, an iPhone 11 Pro on eBay for like $280. Then I take that to T-Mobile, and over 2 years they'll give me $1,000 off my phone. So at the end of the day, my 15 Pro only cost me like 500 bucks, okay, including the price of the phone, plus the leftover after the credit after 2 years. But then I'm probably gonna sell the phone in a year for less than $1,000, so probably like $700, and upgrade to the new one. So this way I can have a new phone every year, and it only costs me like 100 bucks every year. In the long term, over 2 years, because T-Mobile has the thing where the plan is actually not tied to the device. You could pay off the device anytime you want, then they'll just apply those promotional credits to your bill, okay, over the next, whatever length of time you have left. So for example, I paid this device off already. I owed like 400 bucks on it or something, but they'll still give me that $36 a month credit for another year from now, even though I could deactivate this device. I just have to have an active T-Mobile account, that's all. Let's take a look at chat. T-Mobile says that heat shrink tubing level? Heat shrink tubing level? Is there a level on here? I mean, there's a level on this thing. Is that what you guys are talking about? Boop, 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 boop. That is, you can see the Ubiquity logo right there. That is so it can help you level mounting the camera. It doesn't work that well, but it's better than nothing. This actually goes like in there somewhere. Oh, that fell on the ground. Label. Oh, okay. I see. You literally said label right after. Wow, I'm kind of slow at this. Yeah, the heat shrink label making is pretty freaking awesome. I definitely intend on labeling all my Ethernet connections, which we're gonna go down into the basement of the studio and check out in just a moment here. That's gonna be the second part of the stream. Soul7 says, just another daily tool for me. I have a machine in my truck with a few extra boxes. Are you talking about a label maker? Yeah. That is a tool that we all kind of use every day, right? Well, at least I use it every day on different things around here. Like, so I also label a lot of the organization items that I have, and like stuff for my cameras. That way I kind of remember where things were. For example, whenever I replace batteries on something or filters, I always put a label on there with this machine when it was replaced and stuff like that. I'll actually show you the protective case that in the kit that I bought that it comes with. So let me transition on over, and I'm just going to move some stuff aside, put it right on top. Actually, you know what? I'll move the AirPods out of the way. So this is the like deluxe hard case that it comes with. I'm gonna open it up and I'll show you how this thing comes. I will admit, guys, it is a Shinji product in the sense that it is not cheap. This whole kit retails for a little over $400, but Epson had like some kind of crazy sale where it was 20% off. So I actually got this like, I think right around $320 for the label maker, the special lithium battery that this comes with. If you buy the kit, the magnetic mounts, right? And I actually got one extra cartridge with it. These other cartridges I got myself. So right here I got some blue heat shrink tubing, right? I got some yellow heat shrink tubing, and then I got the bigger yellow. Oh, wait, this is regular label right here. That's what the regular label looks like right there. Here it is, the 6mm, the white shrink tubing. I didn't want to put white on white cables because I think it's kind of hard to see the label at that point. That's why I'm using yellow labels. And I just don't know how they do this, because when you apply heat to like a normal label, the labels normally turn black since it's basically thermal paper. How they're getting these crisp black markings on this thing, I have no idea. One thing I will say I love about this label maker versus others, Look at that crisp resolution, man. It is so crisp. The letters, the resolution is really nice. It's very clear. It's not blurry. It's not pixelated. It has, I think this actually has one of the highest DPIs when it comes to label makers. It's pretty nice, honestly. Let's see. Soul7 says, with the perma sleeve. Perma sleeve? What are we talking about? I'll post a picture of the Brady band ones later. Oh, are you talking about Brother printer or Dino printer label maker? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Soul7. Let me know. I'm a little lost here. Okay, so let's put this away and let's go downstairs and check out what's going on with my Ubiquity system that is allegedly fully operational and running with no problems, mind you. Yeah, I just plugged it in and it worked. No, it didn't. I had some issues for sure. So for that, we're going to be using our mobile camera here, and let's see if this is working correctly. Okay, so you're not going to see this. You're not going to see me, but you'll see this. You'll see the camera. Let me know if I'm getting a double audio or something. I'm double checking here to make sure everything's good. Let me know if the audio is not coming through clear. You should see a nice clear picture of what's going on. See, I'm like looking at stuff on the table. It should be nice and clear. Let me know in chat if you have any issues, because we're going to go down into the basement and check out the Ubiquity Rack install. So just follow me here. We're going to go down into the basement. Oh, yep, I know it's dark, guys. Just bear with me. Here, I got some light. There we go. Okay, so here it is right now. Remember, it was over there somewhere. We had to move it because, well, moving all the cables turned out to be quite difficult. So I put it right here for now, and let's go over what we got going real quick. I'm actually proud of like one or two things I did. It was not easy. So I'm gonna open up YouTube on this laptop right here. That way I could keep track of what's going on. So give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and mount you guys right here. That way you guys can keep an eye on me as I'm talking. So let me open up YouTube on this laptop, which I thought I did earlier, but for some reason I went ahead and turned this laptop off. Oh, and while I'm doing this, guys, let me know how things are going. Let me know how the stream quality is. If you guys have anything cool going on with you guys, I'd love to know. Let's go to YouTube here. No internet connection. I was about to say, I got a freaking Ethernet in here. Okay, let's go to YouTube Studio. Let's see. Ah, it's funny. It says I'm live right now, which is technically true. Okay. Wow, this camera on this phone, the quality is not as good, is it? I'll post a picture of the Brady band ones later. Okay, putting shoes on now and going to truck. Oh, are you at home? I thought you were not at home. Let me see here. Play. Go live. Okay. So now I am able to monitor YouTube and the chat. I can see what you guys are doing over here. Hey, Kermit the Frog, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. Let's see, stream would be better if you came and run this 4-inch rigid conduit. Oh my God, no, I don't want to run no rigid conduit. Okay guys, so let me explain what's going on here. So this on the very top is the patch panel, which, by the way guys, I explained all of this in a live stream when we were building this rack. That was about 2 streams ago, so go check out my videos if you want to see how this was all assembled. This up here is just a patch panel, and as you can see, it's not fully populated yet. The one right after it is the WS Pro, okay? And that's going to be a PoE edition, and I got these to be all synchronized, that's kind of cool. And we got 24 ports, and we got a direct attach coming out of here into our aggregation switch. This right here, my friends, is a 10 gigabit aggregation switch. We got a bunch of SFPs right here and some direct attach cables. So the aggregation switch is directly linked to our switch going to the rest of the studio by these really cute, short little direct attach cables. These are 0.25 meters and they're just the right size. Then we have a cable right here. You're like, hey, where's this going? This is actually going to our NVR, which is down here. You can see it's fully operational. We got the blue light. All the lights are blinking. After that, we got the UDM Pro right here, baby. This is the Dream Machine Pro Special Edition with PoE. So how we got that going is kind of interesting. So this is our main line for internet from Comcast. And this is connected directly into our modem. And I'm actually going to show you something really cool in just a second. I actually have not tried this on a live stream before, so I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to find out together, guys. So that's our primary internet right there. And if you look right there, you see that thing? Looks like an internet symbol, 10G. See this black cable? It's like, huh, where's that going? So this black cable, if we follow it, is actually connected up here to this port right here. And that is connected to port number 1, okay? And you might be going, Shinji, why do you have an internet input connected directly to your switch to port 1? Well, what I did was I took port 1 and port 23. As you can see, that's a PoE++, which means 60 watts versus PoE plus of only 30 watts. I took port 1 and port 23, and in the software, in the Ubiquity, I linked them together into a VPN. That way, it acts as its own separate switch, totally independent of these other network connections. And you might be going, Shinji, what is 23 connected to? So 23 is connected to this patch cable going here to this cable right here. And I know it's not labeled yet, it's hard to tell, but this cable is going up to the attic, the 3rd floor of this house, okay? And that has my T-Mobile backup internet, which is pretty darn cool. And I'll explain how that works in just a moment. So let me close all this up and see what we got going on here. All right, no other chat at the moment, right? Okay, good. So basically what that allows for is a redundant internet connection. And I have my Ubiquity set up to do that, I think. I'm gonna double check that. So I'm going to put this right here for a second because I can't show you this other part where I'm logged into my Ubiquity. You know, I don't wanna give away all my secrets, man. Go to our network. All right, so I can kind of show you our topology here. Okay, so this is one feature of Ubiquity I really like. You can really see, I turned the graphics on so it shows like where all the data is going, okay? So the multiple WANs coming in, it's gonna go to our Dream Machine Pro, okay? Then it's gonna go into our aggregation switch. Then it goes to our 24 PoE, and that spreads it throughout the whole entire network. We got our NAS right there, and we got our NVR connected right there. So if we scroll all the way up, and it's going to be around here somewhere because I don't remember exactly where I put it. Ah, here it is. So you can see right there from the 24 port switch, we got our T-Mobile cell hotspot, okay? And that is providing us internet. So if I click on the switch and then I go to port manager, you can see how I have the UDM coming out of port 1 and then the T-Mobile hotspot coming out of port 23. And I have these ports together on the same VPN, backup internet T-Mobile link. And that is how that is working, which is, in my opinion, pretty cool. So yeah, that is how the internet is set up. Now let me explain what all these high bandwidth cables are. So this cable right here is going to our Synology NAS, and that NAS is actually has the 10 gigabit NIC installed, and we did that on another live stream, taking care of that. So that is connected to a 10 gigabit connection right directly into the aggregation switch, okay? And then this right here is the link to our Dream Machine Pro Special Edition. There still is a hard drive in here. I actually got to take it out because I put new drives in this one. These are all 16 terabyte drives, around 48 terabytes of usable NVR storage. And of course you can see my Dream Machine Pro has nothing plugged into it. And I actually bought a bunch of Ethernet port covers to cover all that momentarily. And of course we got our NVR right here. And it's nothing to look at up front. It's just that's how it is. Now Tanes, please don't get mad at me, but my cables are a horrible mess. Yes, I know. Like I said, I don't know how everything's getting roughed in yet. I gotta wait for them to come do the roof and then I will know. Let's see here. What I'm gonna do now is head back upstairs because I'm gonna assume that everything's been working just fine here. Y2K Anonymous, how you doing, bro? How's it going? I'm just going over our Ubiquity Rack right here that we've been building over the last few streams. It's fully operational and working right now, right? So you can see all the network statuses and stuff. See the throughput and all that, the uplink, because I am streaming right now. It is doing some cool stuff. Let me see if I'm actually set up to demonstrate what I wanted to show you. Give me a second here. So if I go to internet, okay, so it's gonna be kind of hard to show you this without doxing myself. So I'll do it like that. So you can see I got the Comcast, see, primary and secondary LAN, Comcast and T-Mobile, okay? And I got that on failover. So what's gonna happen is, if it were to go out, it's gonna do a failover. And we're actually gonna do that live right now. I'm going to simulate an internet outage, okay? And the stream, if everything is set up correctly and everything is working, in the event that my coaxial cable gets cut or this Comcast internet connection fails, right? It should automatically switch over to the T-Mobile hotspot within like a couple of seconds. So you guys want me to give it a try? You guys want to see this live in action? I actually have not done it before, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let me know what you guys want to do, okay? Let me know down into the comments, into the good old comments. Let me know. I think we're gonna end up doing it because worst case scenario, the stream freezes and then I come and then I just reconnect it and I come back. Best case scenario, it actually works and I come back after like a shutter, okay? Because I'm gonna disconnect it live right here. This is all active right now. This is how you guys are watching this stream. It's totally live, and this is literally how this is all working right now. So let me set you guys up right here, and then I'm going to check the comments. If you guys are wondering how I'm able to stream to you and talk to you mobily, it's because I'm using VDO Ninja through a smartphone. Hey, Y2K Anonymous says, Shinji, mark the time when you do it. Soul7 says there was a skip. Looks to be maybe 3 second skip. Okay, so only 3 seconds? That's actually pretty impressive. Remember, this all happened technically autonomously, like without my input at all. This all happened by itself. Although I did cause the manual cut of the internet. And back probably less than a second shutter. Oh, really? Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go back upstairs and we're gonna talk about, actually, we'll talk about it right here. So, you guys saw that basically I never lost you guys completely. There was a bit of a shudder in the delay because that's the reason for that, okay? When you have a connection to the internet, right, and you have a second one, it's not like electricity where it's the same thing, it can just swap over instantly, okay? You can't have a UPS internet, all right? Because that's not how the internet works. There's IP addresses, there are domain name systems you gotta go through. There's a connection of tubes and wires and everything that's gotta be just right to to make sure the packets are going where they're supposed to be, all right? Because of that, there's always going to be a delay like that. There's always going to be a stutter. And one bad part about that is if this were to go down, if I was playing a video game like Call of Duty, all right, it would disconnect me from the game. I would still have internet because it'd be nearly instantaneous within like a couple of seconds, as you guys just saw, but Call of Duty will detect that the internet went down immediately, and then I'll be disconnected from the game, and then I won't be able to get back in, more likely than not. But one advantage of this is that if the internet were to go out and I was not here, okay, this all happens automated, and my cameras won't go down, everything will be online, which is perfect. So let's go back upstairs and we will discuss the rest of what we're gonna do tonight. Oh yeah, that's this is my Accurite weather hub. You guys were wondering what that was. All right, so let me go back up here. Okay, I am back in the studio, folks. All right. Yes, I got some trash on the floor. I was opening something before I got to you guys. All right, see, I'm back on camera. Let's transition on over. Okay. Let's see here. What we got going on in chat? Soul7 says tubes. I tote jelly right up until... What? What the heck are we talking about? I'm totes jelly right up until the price for it all. Soul7, are you inebriated in some way? I don't understand a word you're saying. That didn't make any sense to me, buddy. What's that about? So let me just read what Kermit the Frog wanted me to cut the cable. Kermit the Frog. Maybe I'll do that. Like, I'll make a video about this, and in the very beginning, we're gonna cut the internet. Something like that. What's the delay on the stream? Yeah, 30 seconds it is. Why took the minutes to mark the time when you do it? There was a time skip. Looks to be maybe 3 second skip. Well, what you should have saw was like, as I was talking, it would have been like, and then I come back. It would have been something like that. It should be, at least. Shorter time skip when you're going back to the main internet. Okay. So less than a second shutter. That's pretty nice. I like how fast that was then, the switchover. So what I mean by tubes, there's actually a book called Tubes, because the internet goes through a series of tubes. A bunch of tubes, a bunch of conduit, a bunch of pipes, a bunch of cables. I think that's, I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but the book called Tubes talks about how our internet works and all that type of stuff. Soul7 says, about your equipment, I'm totes jelly right up until the price for it all. Oh, you're jelly, as in you're jealous right up until the price for it all. Okay, so full disclosure, guys, everything you see in these live streams, I've paid for with my own money, okay? Nobody has sponsored anything you have seen here. Right? Let me double check. Yeah, nothing here has been sponsored. Everything is with my own money out of my own pocket. So, I know a lot of YouTubers say this, but you're really getting my honest opinion, because why would I waste my money, spend my money on these things if it didn't mean something to me, or if I didn't care about it, right? Or if I waste my money on it, I would let you guys know that it's not a good product. Like Spiritist right here, right? This is great for cleaning computers. I mean, that's what it's for, right? That's what I was told. Anyways, yeah, it's, it's a 96% proof. So everything in this video, everything in these videos, everything I've been making for the past almost year, nobody has given me any money for. No one has sent it to me for free. It is all out of my own pocket. So let's talk about how much this cost. So one of these cameras from Ubiquity, like this one right here, is right around $400 to $500. Just one, okay? And this is like one of their higher end ones, so it's kind of expensive. Their AI360 camera also costs $400. I got one of those installed. And I got two G4 cameras that cost $450 back when they first launched. So just in cameras alone, maybe $1,600 bucks, almost $2,000 of just cameras, okay? I'll be getting to the benefits in just a moment. We're gonna talk about the pricing first. The Dream Machine Pro is right around $600 something. Okay, that's the console that is the brains for everything. The NVR, which is the thing that is the network video recorder, that costs under $300, but each hard drive in that thing cost me $250. So it's $1,000 of hard drives in that machine because there's 4 hard drives. So just the camera portion of this entire setup, okay? So the cameras, the NVR, the hard drives, and the cabling, we're looking at around $3,000. Oh my God, I'm like hurting myself just thinking about it. The aggregation switch was $280, so it wasn't, honestly speaking, for a 10 gigabit switch, not bad, okay? 10 gigabit switches are really expensive, but you need to buy your own SFPs to put into it, so that was about $280. The professional, the Pro 24 port PoE++ switch, right? That was right around $800 or so dollars, maybe it was $700, something like that. And the rack, the thing we assembled, was $350. And all the cables, all those special cute little twisted cables, I spent probably about $150 on patch cables and patch items, the patch panel, all the keystones, right around $150. So all in, yeah, it's looking like $4 to $5 grand, right? And I'm not even done yet with the full deployment. Like for example, this card alone, this one is like $150, and this allows for 10 gigabit networking. The NAS that I just put together on a live stream about a month ago, that NAS, each one of those drives cost around $300, so $1,200 just for the drives. Then the NAS itself, I got on Amazon, the summer sale thing. I got like good price on it. It's like a $600 NAS. I got it for like $480. So I to spend my money in places where I think it makes the most sense. If you've been watching the stream, you'll know that like I'm not really in an area where there's a lot of people like me, and you know, sometimes people want to express their opinions, and I kind of got to get on camera if I want to have any evidence. Let's see here. What we got going on in stream? Kermit the Frog says, I'm playing D2 while watching the stream. Are you talking about Destiny 2? Is that what you're talking about? Y2K Anonymous, Kermit the Frog, the updated one or the OG? Soul7, honest opinion, cough, Octomine, cough. Okay, so Octominer was over a year ago, to be very clear, okay? So Octominer, I gave my honest opinion at the time in the sense that I didn't say anything wrong and I didn't burn them too hard. There were some things I couldn't verify by the time the video got published, but yeah, guys, it's a mining company from China. What do you expect? Like, they're all the same. I'm sorry, but this might sound racist, but I haven't met any mining companies based out of China, out of the United States, that are not somehow a little bit sketchy, just a tiny bit. So the Octominer case, I got one for free, okay? I got one for free. Then I ordered one from Octominer without telling them it was me, okay? And I got that in the mail. And I got another one on loan from another content creator, and that too they did not know about. So they only, as far as they knew, they sent me one, okay? One, knowing that it was coming to me. The other one, they had no idea who it was going to. The other one went to another content creator and was on loan to me. So I had 3 of them to test, but I mean, it's really not made for residential. For most, you know, people like us, it's not really what it's for. Y2K Anonymous listens in porn. So I'll be honest, guys. I got here today with a lot of help. It wasn't easy. If you guys are really interested in that story of how I got to where I am today, about how I have a studio in my own house, you know, I'm a homeowner, right? I bought this house with my mining rewards, essentially, right? I bought this house with Ethereum. If you guys want to hear that story one day, let me know down in the comments below if you're watching this after the fact, or go ahead and let me know in the live chat. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I found most people aren't really interested in a talking head video where I go through the story of how all this happened or how I hustled to get here. Like, I find most like YouTube stuff is not, they want like clickbait. They don't really care about the nitty-gritty details like that. At least that's what I've noticed. Kermit the Frog, sorry, Destiny 2, LOL. I played Too much Diablo, old and new. Yeah, I have not played either one, so don't persecute me, guys. All right, so I wanted to keep today's stream kind of short. I also want to play some games if you guys are around. Go ahead and join us in the server. It is linked in the description of this live stream, or if one of our mods want to go ahead and drop that into the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. If you're not in our Discord yet, hang out there almost every night. I'm in there every day on voice chat, so if you guys come by and talk or whatever. Kermit the Frog says, I'm interested on that video. Seems interesting. Yeah, thanks, Kermit the Frog. The problem I'm having is that it's not like a lot of work to make the video, but rather think about it this way. If I'm going to be releasing a video, I kind of want it to be something that I think people will like, that I put a lot of work into, that I have pride in. Be that I'm not the best content creator. You can see by my channel statistics. You go to Social Blade, check it out. But I think I have something a lot of content creators don't have, which is, you know, me, right? My story, how I got where I am today. You know, I didn't come up from money. Okay, my parents lost everything in 2007 during the housing collapse, right? We all went from, you know, $1 million house almost to like a $250,000 house. You know, like really cheap house afterwards. We had a hard time. And that was back when I was, you know, 17. I'm actually a lot older than I look. You know, the housing market collapsed in 2007, so that tells you how old I am. Let's take a look. Y2K Anonymous, I'm about to play a modded version of Command & Conquer Generals using Gen Launcher. Ooh, nice. I never got into Command & Conquer. A friend of mine tried playing it with me. It was a lot of fun, but just never really got into it. Script Kindle. Script Kindle. I'm not sure what that is. Interesting though. Yeah, I actually do have a teleprompter on this camera all set up, and you know, I could sit here and do a nice talking head, talk about my story. But I really, okay, so my opinion on the teleprompter is that it's great. Like, I'm not using one right now. I'm reading notes off my computer and I'm looking directly at you guys. I feel like this format is a little bit more personal. Because if I'm, you know, reading a teleprompter, you guys can, at least I can tell, maybe it's me being weird, but I can always tell if someone's reading a teleprompter. Like, you can see how their eyes move. You'll notice they do a lot of this. See what I'm doing, right? My eyes are always on the camera no matter where I look. But if I'm just like being natural and looking around, because I'm not going to know what to say next if I'm looking over here, right? Unless I have a teleprompter on this wall. He needs new glasses, or use the magnifying glass. You know the iPhones have that zoom feature where you can like open up the camera and zoom in on something. Ooh, that's pretty cool, dude. Check this out. Let me show this real quick. I think this is kind of cool. So I just got a notification on my phone, which is hooked up to the Ubiquity. Look what it says. Primary internet restored 15 minutes ago. Pretty nice. I like that kind of stuff, man. I like to know, oh, hey, your internet's out. Oh, it's been restored. I like all that because now that goes into a log and I can look back in time and to diagnose a problem if we do have one. I'd say my internet goes out quite often here, about once a week. And like, I don't even notice because, you know, it's automatic. It's fully automatic. Now, there is other systems that will take care of that for you. For example, when I was down there, I should have shown you. Let me know if you guys want to see it before I get off the stream. But I have something called a watt box. What it is it's a glorified power strip, okay? It's got a computer inside, and you connect it directly to the internet, and you can program it. Hey, every minute, ping google.com and apple.com and yahoo.com, you know, one after another. And if the ping fails 5 times within 30 seconds, start a restart cycle on this outlet. And that outlet could be plugged directly into my modem, and then be like, hey, start this restart cycle, wait 5 minutes. If the internet doesn't come back, try it again, the whole cycle, and do this 3 times. If it doesn't work at the 3rd time, go into, you know, emergency mode or whatever. I programmed it that way. That way, even if I'm not here and I'm away, we have a failure where the modem needs to be reset, it'll be automatic, okay? If the internet's completely out, it'll reset the modem automatically, independent of me. And this has actually helped me a few times, like in the middle of the night. Back in the day, when I was doing a lot of rendering in my house, so to speak, this actually saved me because it kept me from losing a bunch of rendering rewards. Y2K Anonymous, alright, I'm jumping off. Good night and good luck. Yeah, alright, take care, Y2K. Thanks for joining, man. I haven't seen you in quite a while, so I'm glad that you're here, man. I really do appreciate it. Come by the Discord and say hi, man. I'll see you around. And with that, guys, I'm probably also going to jump off here in a second. I want to play some games, right? Like I said, I'll be in our Discord a little later tonight playing some games. Come on and join if you want. Come join the voice chat. We just like to hang out. I've been playing a lot of Northgard lately, and I got this new clan going. It's a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying it. Okay, guys, so if you guys don't have any other questions, we're going to go ahead and go into the ending portion of the stream here. Let's see here. We got that all set up. Everything's armed. So, with that, guys, we'll see you next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. And I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.